What on, brothers? It is I, Marco the Ville, and I'm here, and we are doing a video on the Harakoni Warhawks, the Imperial Guard Regiment. Gonna do a new playlist, and gonna start running through the individual Imperial Guard regiments based on a comment that I got. So yes, if you comment, I read them and I enjoy them. Long breaks, family life is what it is. Let's hop into the shit, okay? Now, the Harakoni Warhawks are an Imperial Guard drop regiment from the planet Harakon. Now, when it comes to the recruitment and training, skills learned by the Harakoni using grav gliders for transport and to hunt vapor worms on their native homeworld translates to a fearlessness of altitude and expertise at judging air currents, knowledge necessary for their role as drop troops. I'm not exactly sure what a vapor worm is. They are apparently massive flying creatures native to Harakon. That's all that it's saying here on the Lexiconum. By the way, I am reading off of the Warhammer 40k Lexiconum. If you want good lore and a nice fucking tight package bundle, you go to that website. It's what I'm doing because, I don't know everything. That's why we read it together, right? Now, let's get back to what we were doing, and that is the battle style. The Harakoni are a highly mobile force thanks to their use of grav chutes to deploy from orbit whenever and wherever they're needed. They are notable for utilizing the assistance of Tempestus Scions, as well as maintaining a large number of heavy weapons platoons and special weapons squads. Besides Elysians, they are one of the rare troops that can land from the Valkyries using grav chute methods of descending. Appearance and uniform, the Harakoni wear black fatigues underneath tan carapace armor with rebreathers. When it comes to their weapons and equipment, these units prefer to use plasma guns and heavy bolters and make use of folding stock las guns. So they can deploy from, I'll throw up a picture of what the grav chute kind of looks like, right? Deploying from orbit, wherever they're needed with their grav chutes. The idea of like a fucking 1,000 men just slowly floating down, like it's the reverse rapture. Like if you can have fear, if you're not like a orc or a Tyranid or most things in the galaxy, if you're just like a fucking rebel and you see that, yeah, you're pissing yellow down the leg. Now we have some notable campaigns and engagements involving this regiment. They were involved in the Fall of Medusa. In 997 M41, the Harakoni and Elysian regiments were deployed to the Antaro system after communications blackouts amid sightings of the space hold Agony of the Damned in system. They participated in the invasion of Magdalene IX. I'm dumb. Somebody else can say it. Purging of Conqual. The 32nd Harakoni Warhawks were part of the Imperial Guard force that aided the Iron Hands in their campaign of cleansing against the chaos-tainted Conqual subsector. During the final battle for Chardinus, 2 battalions from the 32nd were honored with the first strike against the principal hive of Chardinus Prime, tasked with creating a breach in the wall for fellow Imperial Guard regiments to follow. Unfortunately, many of the defense towers that were supposed to have been destroyed by saboteurs were still intact, and the Harakoni suffered grievous losses before they could even touch down. Those that did established a beachhead on the wall and attempted to push out, but were overwhelmed by the numbers of men the heretics brought to bear. Even though the Harakoni died to a man during the attack, the Iron Hands used the opportunity to launch their own attack, penetrating deep into the hive. Yeah, that's sad. You know, see, that's like the same fear I imagine people have with paratroopers in our universe, right? Like, it's pretty cool. You're trained really well, and you can drop far distances. But imagine you do have like 300 dudes in the air, and you see 100 of them get like fucking shot out the sky in the first 2 minutes of dropping, and you got another 3. Like, oh, rough. We continue. They also participated in the siege of the Fenris system, where they cleared Svengar's core islands from the initial demonic invasion alongside elements of the Space Wolves, Iron Hands, and Ultramarines. The cacophony of Extremis 6, where the 998th Harakoni Warhawks deployed alongside other Imperial Guard airborne regiments, such as the 352nd Elysian Drop Troops, 142nd Etharic Seraphs, and Militarum Tempestus allies to Extremis 6 to enact vengeance upon war bands of Emperor's children and the traitor Titan Legion riotous hosts for the murder of the planet's population. Lucius the Eternal was also sighted upon the planet, along with unconfirmed reports of the demon Primarch Fulgrim. The Octarius War and Nachman's Rift War. These are all things in which the Harakoni Warhawks participated in, which is a fucking lot. And obviously, you know, the Siege of the Fenris system sounds really interesting. The fact that they participated alongside, you know, Space Wolves, Iron Hands, and Ultramarines. Obviously, when you think of, I don't know, I'm desensitized to it. I would assume you are. Like, everybody talks about it. You learn all this lore. So you kind of assume, like, the Imperium's always fighting together. Like, there's always Imperial Guard and Space Marines, you know, and stuff like that. Or at least I do at times. So the idea of these, like, drop troops falling down, like, maybe with like, squads of jump Marines, you know what I'm saying, using their fucking jetpacks, fucking flying alongside them. It invokes a very interesting and a very cool image. There's now on this list, on this Warhammer 40k lexiconum, there's only one notable member that is displayed, and that is Colonel Iris Aquino. If I pronounce that wrong, leave it in the comments. But Iris Aquino was the commander of the 32nd. Scratched into his personal lasgun is the phrase Ritala Maya Alec in the Kandar dialect of Harakon, also translated as kill or be killed in Low Gothic. Led the 32nd in their attack on Shardinus Prime and was the first Harakoni to land upon the walls. He was killed in action on Shardinus. Huh. I mean, good for him touching on the walls. Everybody dies in the grim dank of the 40k, so I ain't surprised he got fucking his dome rocked. That was interesting. And like I said, I'm going to, based on that comment, because I want to reply to y'all's feedback when I can. Like if you like it, subscribe if you do. I mean, it's what you do if you do. So, thank you very much for watching, and look forward to more regiments and shit and yada yada. Peace.